well, it's weird clashing music there. Okay, so, welcome. Hello, anyone who's joining us here. Going on the stream. Well, Bunny, help you, the first person to use chat. Welcome. Let me pick up this game. Have you played any of the prequel? Played any of the prequels, as in like any of the Drakengard games? No, I've never played anything of this series or related to this series or anything of the sort. Like the closest thing I played is Soul Calibur, which featured 2B as one of the DLC characters. That's it. So I have no comment on it. Now this game itself, I could comment on. Want me to, but oh, John Eats Nutty. Welcome. Looks pretty. Yeah. I think they did a very good job of remastering or whatever it is. The presentation of the game. Some of it looks kind of, you know, if you really zoom in, some of it looks a bit dated, but I don't mind. I think the general art style and overall aesthetic is good, so no real complaints there. It's not the first area I would level my complaints at in terms of this game. Not by a long shot. Alright, I gotta move some windows around. If the stream goes blank or does something stupid or the capture card does start doing something weird, just let me know. Because it'll probably do that at some point today, because Ava Media is a fucking trash company. Alright, what was I doing again? I don't actually remember. Still don't know where you get rubber, so that's... Oh yeah, I need a fucking melon. Totally forgot about that. So I still don't have that. Still need to just get out the rewards for that. We don't know what that is. That one was in the other town. So I don't think there's really anything else I need to do in this town at the moment, other than the fact that this quest over here was really weird. Boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, Ralph? You're really weird, even for an outsider. Yeah, so that's definitely not done. Whatever's going on there. So we'll just do a quick once around of the village, just to make sure there's nothing else I can do to figure out what's going on with that thing. But I think that might be one of those cases where I come back later and I'll access the quest. Maybe you didn't like those other kids. Maybe he is happy. I have $50,000. I don't need to grow my own fucking melons. There. Whether you drown in quicksand? So I'm more indifferent. Like, if you do, then we don't have to listen to you anymore. But also, if you do, then I don't get like $5 a month. Well, actually, I don't get the $2.50 a month anymore. So it's kind of a trade-off. none of you people. But you're just like the... Yeah. Don't need to do that. You wouldn't happen to be selling anything new, would you? Oh, I just remembered something. No. Okay. Curious how much those wolf pelts actually sell for. Oh, they do sell for 1,000. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna go check that little blood-stained area from earlier. Yeah, nothing there. Well, actually, no. There could be something with the king. You can check really quickly. But that's the last place I can check in this town. Mutton? I mean, food in general would be fine. I did just have some cereal, so I'm not, like, particularly hungry. Can't sprint in the king's mansion. Sucks. Check this room here for a little. Oh, you're over here. What the hell? What? What is it? No, it's fine, right? I am not going to turn you away, but I certainly wouldn't mind if you left. And lines. Alright. Isn't she like peasant commoner? Alright, so there's nothing with them. There's nothing really up here other than one guard at the back, but, you know, can do a quick cursory glance, check things out. Then after that, there is one room I need to check on YouTube, but there's one room I want to check in the Sand Temple area, because that one was, well, there's one room I couldn't get into, so I'm going to see if I can do something with that. And the good thing is I can warp all the way over there, so... Oh, it reminds me, actually, there is a guard here, isn't there? Hold on, let's look Apparently I've been running around in circles for 10 minutes. No, he still exists. He's not dead or anything. Unless you're a different guy, but... anyway, we welcome you, friend of our benefactor. Doesn't say anything. Alright. So what we're going to quickly do here is warp over to the temple, check that one room. I suspect we're not really going to find anything, so then we'll leave. And then... Oh yeah, right, we do that. Barren Temple. Perfect. Good old fast travel. Not interested in what the wolves have to sell, so we're going this way. I think this is my favorite just out in the field track from this game so far. This area. Because it sounds like the capture card doesn't like it, but that only strengthens the conviction that it is a good song. Can I still go through like these side doors? Or are they just permanently locked? Is that a spider? Giant spider silk. Okay, so these do still open, that's cool. Spiders? They exist? Oh god. Maybe if I go this way, it'll despawn the corpse. Capture cards being fun. Okay, I gotta change some things on the other monitor here. It means I won't be able to see if my capture card dies, so it's like totally up to you guys to let me know if the capture card goes all fucky. Oh, you were juggling the damn thing. Whoa! Is that only if you finish them, or is it a specific one that does that? It's kind of neat. Excellent. Good job, Bunny Hope, in advance. Alright, this bastard's corpse better have despawned. Ah, good, good. How do you know it's gracious? It's a weird trait to ascribe to a spider. Alright, I ain't dealing with this shit. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, there it is. Still sealed by a mysterious force. Could I have... I don't think I could ever open this door, could I? I'm gonna open it. Well, I tried everything. Hey, ghosty ghost thing. What was that? Some kind of word. Honda. Guard resistance. Crystal. Something I can like jump off of to secret areas or something that unlocks that last door there. Well, technically two doors, but yeah, every dungeon that I'm allowed to return to seems to have like an extra thing. I don't know what that is. Off you go, sir. Magic drop. I don't think these things spawned before. Medical herb. I think I'm actually quite low on those. So. Out of curiosity? Yeah, I only have one. That's the one I just picked up. Now, is it going to give me a fast travel option out like the other one? I hope it does. I have a sinking feeling it does not. Well, there's something on the other side, and I can actually go down. I cannot. A fucking invisible wall. Alright. Greatest enemy in all of gamerdom. Well, no, that would be gamers themselves, but invisible walls are close enough second. Well, guess we're just gonna run out. Too bad about that one locked door, but I suspect we'll find out what that is eventually. Old opera music. Why is this part broken like this? Does this mean anything? Or is it just decoration? Atmospheric doodads. Actually, there are multiple parts that are broken along the way, so I don't think it's necessarily indicating anything. Though sometimes games will indicate things, stuff like this. I don't think that's the case here, though. Alright, hey, 2 more guys. Oh wait, I can, hold on a sec, I can actually see what that is. That should be like down there, I guess, right? I do believe that's the hallway, yeah. Okay, well there's nothing in there. We can maybe see to the end of the hallway. These pillars are very conveniently blocking my way. Yeah, I can't tell what it is. According to the map, it leads off way into its own thing, and the doors won't open, so... I'm almost certain this is a thing for much later. Like an actual progression kind of thing, not like an... I feel like it's an extra... I'm not gonna phrase this. I feel like it's whoops. Like it's an actual main story kind of thing, and not so much it just happens to be like a secret you would come back for later sort of thing. Okay, yeah, so you finish them. Oh, get the fuck off. So if you kill them like that, it looks like it is guaranteed to be, it's just how it works. Kinda cool, I guess. Good enough. We don't need to fight these things. I suppose the bat is gonna respawn here too, isn't it? I'm gonna have to get rid of it so it doesn't land on a thing. Sucks, I can't actually turn my camera on. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is everyone playing it? It's new in the sense it just released. It is a remaster though. The original, I believe, was PlayStation 3 era. Alright, we made it. Pointless, side journey thing. Don't think there's anything else I want to do in the desert, right? We can just leave? Yeah. We're gonna leave, go back to town, hand in my thing. We'll talk to the bar people a bit. Because that's how I was unlocking that other weird quest chain. I kept talking to the lady at the bar, and then she'd be like, oh, by the way, go back here, the place you were just at. Copper. Whoa. Back here. Got the lizard. I don't think I still need goat stuff, but whatever. You know, capture card going ape shit. Oh, it did actually do the thing? Okay, thank you. I will fix that in just a moment. Okay, right now. No, it didn't. Did it just, like, briefly fuck up? That would be new. Normally it just, like, permanently fucks up when it does. The blip? That's weird. Well, hopefully that means it doesn't do anything else to the rest of the stream. Lichen. Whoop, saw that. Lichen. There's also that weird house area that I haven't checked out yet. Not very much. I suspect I might be getting sent in that direction very soon. There's the watermelons. How many do we get? Yeah, one? Ripped off. It's gonna leave all the dead plants there. Alright, before we do anything else, hand in the melon. Possibly honeydew.
Yona, メロン持って帰ってきたよ。
Better appreciate this. This thing costs more than the sword upgrade.
何でもお兄ちゃんが持ってきてやるさ。他に欲しいものはあるかい？
I already have
スイカ
that.
が欲しいの。
What is the fucking capture card doing? Jesus fucking Christ, Ava Media. Why do you suck so much?
スイカだね。わかったよ。ヨナ、スイカだよ。
お兄ちゃん、ありがとう。
Alright, 2 for 2.
ヨナの頼みは何でも聞くよ。
ね、
Oh god.
あと、
Jesus Christ, you're ravenous.
かぼちゃが欲しいの。
かぼちゃだね。
I
任せておきなって。
might have that.
ヨナ、ほら。
I do, okay.
かぼちゃだよ。
いつもありがとう、お兄ち
ところでヨナ、珍しくいっぱい食べるんだな。
Yeah, that's kind of a weird amount of food you're eating there. Now, granted, I could eat that, but this kid's supposed to be what, like, I don't know how old she's supposed to be, but it's not that old.
ゃん。私が食べるんじゃないよ。
You wasting the food I'm giving you?
ヨナ？
お待たせ、お兄ちゃん。これ、ヨナが作ったの。
Oh god, with those ingredients? Hold on, before I move on, let me think of something you could actually make with those ingredients. Like, obviously the first two things are, you know, what do you, like a fruit salad or something. What the hell would you do with a pumpkin? I mean, it's just a snack. I guess you could have toasted pumpkin seeds on the side with a fruit salad. Like, they're not related, but...
これケーキ？
You could theoretically make a pumpkin cake that would be edible. It's just, again, the ingredient combination doesn't make much sense.
ポポルさんに教えてもらったの。お兄ちゃんに食べてもらいたくて、こっそり作ってたの。
ヨナ、ありがとう。
さあ、召し上がれ。
うん。あ、うん。すごく美味しいよ。
お兄ちゃん、お仕事いっぱいで忙しいから、栄養のあるものを食べてもらいたかったの。
そうか。すごく嬉しい。美味しいよ、ヨナ。
やったー。いっぱい作ったから、たくさんおかわりしてね。
Incidentally, in Japanese, she doesn't, like, specify the exact number, but says a lot.
兄は大変だな。
そうだね。
Got a trophy. By the way, when I get, like, it says you get a trophy, does that show up on screen? Presumably it does, because I'm capturing the, things.
いつかお兄ちゃんもヨナとゲームしようね。
You just say, okay, yeah. But it's not like, yeah, it's not like Steam where it won't show that, but this is slightly different. Where's the game want me going now? Northern Plains? Why? Oh, right, the Forest of Myth, or whatever the hell it was. I remember now. Oh, also, the delivery guy was actually up here. I just ran by him.
"荷物は無事に届けてきたよ。
ありがとう。これはお礼だよ。
3,000. It. Cheap bastard. I'll have you know I've moved on to quests that start paying me like 20,000 a pop. Now, granted, the components could have individually sold for 1,000 each, so it was actually really a profit of about 10,000, but still. Going rate for my work is currently $10,000. I don't happen to have enough bunch of mutton, do I?
羊狩り
No. What do you even sell again? Just like fruits and vegetables? Oh, yeah, but you don't actually sell the rubber, which I still don't know where that comes from. Oh, so we've done everything. Alright, so whatever that other quest is needs general progression before we can deal with it. There's no way that's the end of that. We can't do that one, can't do that one. I maybe could do that one, but I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, this one. Yeah, no, we could potentially still do that one. Maybe. Unusual looking hat. Got it. You know what? I'm actually gonna talk to the food. Are you the food merchant? I don't think you are. You're like general goods merchant. I think food merchant was up over here, right? Wait, what? First fucking dungeon? Round with stripes on it. I have all of these things in my inventory. Oh, I actually don't, apparently. Well, I mean, a tomato doesn't have stripes on it, or it shouldn't. If tomato is the answer, I'm going to be mildly annoyed. Eggplant does not really have stripes on it. It's not exactly round, it's just an oblong thing. You don't have any new stock, do you? Yeah. Alright, well that's that. Let's get the hell out of here. The herbs, nice. You, either of you got anything? Nope. Alright, time to leave. Time. Go to the Forest of Myth. I haven't taken the boar in a while, that should be handy. Actually, you know what? I do need to... Whoa, should I just... Ah, fuck. This is a good place to get herbs, and I am totally out of the damn thing, so... Grab them real quick, and then jump off the top. actually... Oh, I can get up here. Never mind. I thought I was gonna get... Okay. I mean, that works too. So we've been here before. And the last time no one said anything, so... Hey, Royal Fern. No sleeping yet, boy. Alright, in we go. Now, this kid's cooking is so much of a problem. Why doesn't he just, like, teach her how to not suck at cooking? Or does he also not know how to cook? In which case, he doesn't have much room to complain. Defense capsule? What? Is that like a... Oh, it just ups the amount of time. Okay. Alright, before we talk to you, let me just see if anyone else has anything noteworthy to say. Are you just all... well, do you talk to me? Oh, they do talk to me now.
Konnichiwa.
No, they don't.
もしもし
話好きの明るい人たちに。
話好きの... I forget what I actually said. Oh, 明るい人たちね。Berries.
言葉に気をつけて。
言葉？何のこと？
伝染する言葉、夢見る人。
夢見る人？
なんだこの奇妙な感じは。
This is, Weiss's voice rose in a quizzical way. What? So Weiss talking to the narrator?
何これ？
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
こやつに聞くのが良いであろう。あなたたちは。
僕たちこの村に異変が起こったって聞いてやってきました。
The mayor stared at Ponce and Weiss.
私と会話できているということは、あなた方を夢に巻き込んでしまったようですね。
夢？
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken word, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well.
なんだって。
Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
我らがお前の夢に取り込まれたというのか。
はあ、おそらく。
つまり僕たち死の夢にかかってしまったってこと？
Before the mayor could confirm his suspicions, Weiss exploded with rage.
そんなバカな。いつどうやって。我は眠った自覚などないぞ。
死の夢はそういう病気ですから。
Apparently this is going to keep going, so I may as well use the narrator voice. Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
流すな。
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, and quickly changed the subject to who Ponce had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
きっと夢に入るきっかけがあったはずです。
said the mayor. Ponce and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
適当に会話していて悪かったな。
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
害したようにではなく、害しておるのだ。はっきりと。
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for the answer in the heavens.
知っておるわ。我のことはもう放っておけ。
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Ponce like a contagion. Wait. Oh wait, that's me. Wait, said Ponce suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Oh man, I gotta do a Weiss voice. Can I sound like Liam O'Brien? I don't think I can. Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was something about dreaming, or something about dreams, or what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few minutes of thought, Ponce's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. Capture card. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Ponce. That sounds about right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. Never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. I won't stop trying until it happens. Ponce nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be any help, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Ponce to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now, see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you are to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Ponce and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Ponce slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Ponce's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and the moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. This is essentially a cutscene. I might as well turn that off. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either the terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Ponce to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Ponce snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Ponce leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knot from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Ponce slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Ponce could see Weiss's mouth moving, but might as well have been shouting into a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as Ponce's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Noises I'm not doing anymore. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Ponce began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't calling out. They were asking questions. One with it lacking, 2 with it ideal, 3 with it dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 is dangerous. Seesaw. Secret would be 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal. I don't see how with 2 it's ideal, because it's not a secret anymore, so it must be a seesaw. 1 with it is lacking, can't use it really. I mean, you could use it stupidly, but 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. That's a seesaw. I don't know whose line this is, so something that's ideal with 2 people, but dangerous with 3. Oh, it's a seesaw. Weiss's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the word suddenly shifted. Reen, wah, reen, wah. Okay, more noises. When Ponce came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects were creating words he had heard somewhere before. Oh, this shit again? How the hell is a secret ideal with 2? The secret is ideal with 1. Inwardly furious that Weiss had left the task to him, Ponce sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Ponce like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, Weiss said with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Ponce moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Ponce said after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Ponce picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, this fucking capture card, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now, answer it. Ponce grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I, light? Just to make sure, though, enter through the window, break no glass. Not a window. I mean, unless the window's open, that's not a bird. It's not a letter. It's sunlight. Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look! Cried Ponce, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled amongst the trees. It's pretty weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Ponce walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Ponce, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began to speak. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Ponce tried to ask the cloakman who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it would seem we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at night, or 2 at noon, but end night with 3. What am I? Okay. 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, end the night with 3. Hold on, I need a drink. I need a drink. Four legs in the morning. Two at noon. But end the night with 3? I don't know how that would work with a person. 4 legs in the morning. Why do? So I'm assuming this has something to do with how like a shadow is cast. But then it was with 3. I don't know how it would be either of these, but I don't really see how it would be a person either. An angel is. Nope, never heard this one. Like, it sounds like the one that's about, like, the baby and, like, the old man or whatever. But that has to do with, like, time and aging and all that shit. Unless that's the one and they're just talking, like... The time of day is just a metaphor for their life. But I've never heard this riddle phrased that way. Now, granted, I could just get the wrong thing and skip back to this point, presumably faster than thinking about it, but I feel like thinking about it. That's why I said I want to do this one, because I don't know what the fuck these things would be referring to, unless it's talking about, like, statues or something. Yeah, fuck it, I'm not. Okay. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Ponce. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What does that mean? Will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Ponce watched, the mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Ponce and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. "Good gravy!" he cried. "You made it! You actually made it back!" His left hand grasped Ponce's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge it from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him around through the air. "Ah! By the heavens! Stop shaking me, fool! We've not even told you if we were successful or not." The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you two again. Ponce withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Ponce filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Ponce cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we lay down and just go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility in itself. Ponce and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Weiss continued. It is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. And with that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, the mayor began, the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour, or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Ponce shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did it. I'm back. He blinked once more, and then again, as if not believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. Must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Ponce and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some time to get used to, said the mayor, as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Weiss. For now you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to a divine tree in the center of the village, and bowed his head in prayer silently. This is the holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We would not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Ponce and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is clearly a stroke of luck. The center of them, as the three of them said their goodbyes, Ponce mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left with them. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a moment longer. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Ponce tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, Figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything. Ponce gave the mayor a nod and smiled, but inwardly he thought his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. Wait, this is him thinking, okay. Something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
ありがとうございます。これでやっと普通の暮らしに戻れます。
Yeah, and I don't have to read all that text anymore.
しかし奇妙な病気であるな。
ええ、できれば他の村民も助けてやりたいんですが。
Obtained Dark Execution. Some magical spell. Oh, that one, yeah. That one's pretty cool.
結構簡単に封印されし言葉が手に入ったね。
ちょっと簡単すぎやしないか。なんだかこの村にも誘導されてきたような。
考えすぎだよ、シロ。
Okay, I'm gonna turn my webcam back on. It's horrifying, they're not... Yeah, the eyeball things, right? Sphinx's riddle? Yeah, so was that the one that was like... Normally it's stated in the form of, like, over the course of something's life? Where it's like a baby on all fours, adult stands on two legs, old man has a cane. Like, is that the riddle they were conveying there?
この人も夢を見てるのかな。
おそらくはそうであろう。
Not yet. I guess, I mean, we could do all of them. Making sure everything's fine, there we go.
この人も
おそらく
Are
は
these
そ
all
う
gonna be just like text adventures?
あの文字だらけの世界か。あんまり得意じゃないな。
不満を垂れている暇が
Oh
あ
shit, I
れ
should have
ば
saved. No,
とっとと片付けるぞ。
はーい。
whatever, we're doing it in one go anyways. I don't know who this is, so we're gonna just read it like the narrator for now. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh. I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in a long, unused unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he has forsaken me. Time passes. An eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me. Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. "Who are you?" I ask, shaking hands covering my face. "How have you come to this place?" "I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Ponce. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together." The one known as Ponce extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever. I recognize the staccato sound of heavy rain. "I never thought to hear it again," I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm." Oh, wrong voice. "Would that this were not such a terrible storm," said Grimoire Weiss. "Look at your feet." I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. "Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place." Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Oh. No other selection? Okay. Proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. They are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of grey matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I can see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch the piece of mass, it turns to dust and drifts away in the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again, until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and then set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. When my mind grants me merciful blackness, I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east or south. Man, this is a mud. Kind of. It's a good opportunity for me to drink water, too. Let's go east. Because we just went north. I don't go north and then south. Even though it may not matter because there was stuff in between, but east it is. I've gone south. South. It's gonna probably. It might be reversed on the webcam. So we've gone south, and then we went east. South, east. So we don't want to go west because that's just back where we came from. So we're gonna go north. South, east, north. So we've made like a U. If I go east, that's a square. Or if I go west, that's a square. South is back where I came from. West is the other way. So it's west or north, essentially. Or no. So it's east or north, essentially. go east. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sound of rain for comfort. Waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head. As the truth of the matter dawns upon me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made home in their remains. And this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem of the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake. The chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead before the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility these souls had committed some terrible crime in which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they may have committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the dim corridors. I think I just headed east, so west would be wrong. We have to go north now. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Ponce and Grimoire Weiss, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way. We find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears of joy, the only rain on my cheeks. I would have surely died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Weiss asked Weiss. That you are a woman, madame. I am. Well, there's no way of knowing. Maybe I should have used a different voice the whole time. Whatever, it's too late now. I proffer to the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Ponce is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. Fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
何か言うことある？
次はメールは勘弁してもらいたいな。
まったくだね。
助けてくれてありがとう。もうあんな夢見たくないね。
Well, what's that? Yeah, let's go to make sure and save. Each one of these is kind of long. You have anything to say?
これでやっと。
しかし
Nope. I'm just gonna leave the camera off because these are all just continuous long things.
こやつも同じか。手のかかることだ。
I'm drinking because it's gonna be a lot of reading again. Hold on.
白は本なのに文字が苦手なの？
何事にも例外はある。行くぞ。
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Weiss and Ponce had never seen such a sight. Their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
まだ遠いのかな。建物が大きすぎて距離がつかめないよ。どれだけ大きいんだろう。
あるいはただの幻か。
As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity. Just reversed because of Japanese words. Yes. Ponce nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in his place. He thought he'd never be so he thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road upon which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflected from the road made Ponce light-headed. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke? He asked. No joke. This road leads to the City of Art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. Ponce glanced at Weiss's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Ponce's feet grew more painful and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Ponce lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, his fingers pointing in the distance. Water! He cried. It's water! Water? Asked Weiss. Preposterous. I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for response, Ponce sprang to life and bounded towards the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Ponce closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such a thing. Ponce shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide open once more. Wait, there it is! I just missed it. Look, it's right there. Ponce sprinted off again, leaving Weiss no choice but to follow. After a moment of running, Ponce came to a halt. He could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Weiss finally floated up to Ponce and struck him in the face with his cover. "Enough, you blithering idiot! Stop this at once! There is no water here." Ponce's face clouded. "There isn't?" "There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much." Weiss paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. "However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. Seems we've arrived in the City of Art." Ponce looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. "They're huge!" cried Ponce, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. "Never seen anything so big." Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that was where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed rectangular caps. "What kind of city is this?" said Ponce. "Where are the people, and where are their houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively..." Oh, this is probably Weiss. Oh, whatever. "Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use?" The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron cranes with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over the street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Ponce and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Ponce uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. "Finally, I was getting tired of modern art." The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled in their right arms. One read Alpha, the other Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As Ponce moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. "Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies." With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and many forms as they began to breathe. "Hey, look at that! They're alive." The triplets bowed low before Ponce. "Please," said Alpha, "you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real." "Stop lying," said Beta. He turned to Ponce and threw his hands in the air. "Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one." "What a load of crap," said Gamma. "Beta is the fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here." Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. "When you consider all of their statements, only one of them could be the real thing," said Weiss. Ponce furrowed his brow and considered his answer. "Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies." Okay, So Alpha said, I'm real. Beta said, Alpha is fake. Gamma said, Beta is fake. I'm the only real one. I think it's off the top of my head it's Gamma, but let's just run through it. Only one is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. So that's... So if your thing is false, this is like one of those logic proofs. Or something like that. I don't have a clue. Alright, well, I'm gonna get a drink here. I forget what they actually said, but I think it was... I think you said I'm real, I think you said you're fake. But that would mean that's true, so that couldn't be right. Oh, no, that means Beta is real. Beta doesn't ever makes a statement about themselves. So Alpha says I'm real. So if Alpha were to be real, this music is actually a bit distracting because it's loud. That would mean Beta's statement is a lie. So that would work. It means Beta's a liar. The real one is Gamma. Gamma said Beta is fake, which is true, which would make true, which means that can't work. And I am real. Because, yeah, that would mean you would have to be the real one, so you can't both be the real one. And, yeah, it just straight doesn't work. Wait, whose was I doing? Yeah, so I'm real, being true. Your fake is false. Beta, oh, I see what I was doing. Okay, so Beta being false would be true, and Gamma being real would be true. I think that's the only way of doing it. Your thing is false. No, wait, that doesn't work at all, because Beta's saying you're fake, so that means this would have to be true. Meaning, Beta saying you're fake could be true. Alpha saying I'm real is fake. Gamma saying you're fake and I'm real is also false. That means it's Beta. I think that's the only way of working it. The real one is Beta. Though Ponce's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Weiss in the dry tones of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes, but in that case, Gamma's claims that Beta is fake would be true, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now, let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta the liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Weiss finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. "Congratulations, villager," said Weiss in a cheerful voice. "The time to awaken has arrived." "Oh, thank you for saving me," cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable Ponce pulled him to his feet. "Why did you have a dream like this?" asked Weiss. "You been to this city before?" The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before." "Deja vu," muttered Ponce. "Just like the mayor." The vague sense of unease that struck Ponce during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
なんだか大変だったね。
あの景色どこかで見たような。
もう勘弁してよ。これでもう村人たちが夢から覚めるんだよね。
村長の言っていたことが本当ならそうなるな。やれやれだ。もうこういう言葉遊びは勘弁願いたいな。
まあまあ、とりあえず村長さんに一言挨拶していこうよ。
Okay.
助けていただきありがとうございました。どこかで見たことがあるような不思議な夢だったな。
Just in case, save time. I wonder if those were optional. I don't know if you know.
ああ、皆さん
You can probably come back to
ど
the
う
screen.
もあ
now,
り
too.
がとうございました。
The video would be so many. That was a lot of reading. Most of the game's voice acted, but
これは心ばかりのお礼です。
hey, a new sword.
こ
Cool.
んな高価そうなものもらっていいんですか？
I mean, I did literally save everyone in the village here, so you know.
もちろんです。名のある品らしいのですが、戦いのないこの村には必要のないものですから。
ではありがたくいただきます。
本当にありがとうございました。
All right. While I'm here, anything else?
こやつらと話すのは骨が折れる。
Uh-oh. Well, you're... Oh, whatever. Oh, it's you. Can I talk to you for a minute? Yeah, over here. These are my neighbors. I was just telling them about the dream I had. You know, the one you rescued me from? They don't believe me. They say I'm making the whole thing up. Who could invent something like that? I remember the darkness. I remember the screams. Listen, you have to back me up here. They think I'm crazy. They need to understand. Tell them how you pulled me out of that cell and there was water everywhere, and how it was rising so quickly. Part of me was convinced you had rescued me only to let me drown, you know? I don't want to drown. People talk about how it's peaceful, but I think they're lying. And tell them about the bodies. The bodies. Oh, gods. So many of them. There's a room with the beds and the corpses, pieces of charcoal. I keep thinking about the fire and how hot it must have been. But then I don't want to remember it anymore. I think about the wine. Only it wasn't wine, it was blood. It was still warm. Sometimes I can still smell it. I'll be eating a piece of pie or something, and all I can smell is that warm blood mixing with the rising water. It's hard to eat now. When I see a table, think about that feast and the guests, and how the carpet squished beneath my feet when I walked. I don't know, it feels weird. Pictures are maybe the worst. Keep wondering if they knew they were going to die, and how they could sit still knowing that each stroke of the brush is a step closer to death. These sound like rooms we didn't actually go to because I finished the puzzle really efficiently. I had to guess. I think about stuff like that a lot now. Actually, I have a hard time thinking about anything else, to be honest. I don't sleep much. Sleep is hard. I see such terrible things when I close my eyes. I was hoping you could tell my neighbors so they'd... Where'd they go? They left a while ago, said Ponce quietly. Doubtless they find your dreams a bit disturbing, said Port Weiss. Perhaps you could find something else to talk about with them, Such as the weather or kittens. The villager smiled softly at once. The smile soon faded from her face. As the two of them slowly backed away, they could see tears beginning to fall from the corners of her eyes. I see.
こやつらと話すのは
So, things aren't exactly fully solved yet.
こやつらと話
Oh hey, it's you! The guy who saved me from the crazy city. It's great to talk to you again. You're my hero, you know that? Oh come on, don't be shy, it's alright. The mayor even said we're going to build a statue and everything. I hear you've been traveling the world. Good for you. Travel is the key to happiness, you know? Getting out in the world, meeting your fellow humans face to face. It really changes the way you see... It really changes the way you see things. I think change like that will be vital to the new world that's coming. How's that? Me? No, I never traveled. Never left this village, to tell you the truth. Still, I'd like to get out someday. I think our world is dying. Seriously, think about it. You've got the black scrawl, the shades, the mysterious illnesses like the death dream, like something is trying to give us a warning. In fact, I'm sure this is a warning. We need to change our ways before it's too late. I'd like to help to change the world, but I'm just a simple villager. Not like you guys. You're on the front lines of everything, rushing with swords and magic spells and stuff like that. Hey, I know. Maybe we can join forces and change the world together. I mean, with your experience and talent and my, well, whatever I have. Anyway, I think we could really make a difference. This world needs a leader, someone who can unite the people in common purpose. You'd probably have to be kind of tough, too. I mean, this isn't a world that appreciates calm discussion, you know? You'd also need to be smart and have the ability to look down the road and think about what's best for the future. I bet you'd be perfect. What do you say? Huh? You think I should do it? Oh, no, that's, I mean, thanks and everything, but no thanks. I'm not a public limelight kind of guy. I'd rather hang around in the background and help from there. You know, like an advisor or a puppet master or whatever you call. Actually, I think I'd be pretty good at that. Ponce and Weiss left before the villager could hand them a copy of his pamphlet. 10 Simple Ways to Save the World. As they walked, Weiss pondered openly about the man. I suppose he is what they call an armchair general.
こやつらと話すの
So they don't let you do it again, I guess, just in case people are tempted to do that whole long thing.
こやつらと話す
Oh, wow, he's got one too. Alright. I guess he's old. He could have like an old man. He can be Deckard Cain. Ah, hello again. You know, I've been trying to figure out a way to thank you for saving me, and I think I have it. We're going to put up a statue of you. It would be 10 feet high and made of pure gold. Oh, and I know you don't own a horse, but I think we'll put you on one anyway. Horses just make people look more heroic, you know. I do have a boar. How's that? You don't want a statue? Oh, I thought you'd really enjoy it. Regardless, thank you for your tireless efforts. Our village is at peace once more, and at peace. Ha ha ha, that's a little agricultural joke right there. Anyway, I've been thinking about other things beside bad jokes and statues. I've also decided that we need to start holding the village festival again. We used to have it every year, but the last mayor thought it was old-fashioned or something, and he killed it. And also the capture card, because it's a piece of shit. I despise Ava Media more than I despise the... Okay, there we go. I had to stop talking so I could actually fix the damn thing. But since I am the mayor now, I can start it up again. That's not abusing my power or anything, is it? What is that? You want to hear about the festival? Well, the official name is the Feast of the 3 Days. We call it that because everyone sits around a huge table and eats for 3 days straight. No sleeping allowed. Oh, and we hold it on the foggiest days of the year, so it's hard to tell what you're eating. Some of these dishes are delicious, but some are really rare, and, well, there's some weird stuff in there. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, you'd be pretty surprised what you can eat when you haven't slept for a couple days. I'll make sure that a room is prepared for you, so you can be the guest of... What? You can't come? You have to wash your hair? Oh, all right. I guess that's understandable, what with the adventuring and all. Truthfully, I think this town needs more bonding activities like that. It'll help us get to know each other and promote unity in times of crisis and so forth. Weiss coughed loudly. How much longer must we bear the insufferable flapping of this fool's gums? He whispered to Ponce. Let him talk. He just woke up. He probably has a lot he wants to say. Weiss sighed. I don't know whose line that is. Must be what Popola meant by bright and talkative. Okay. Pretty sure they're all done, but let's just make sure. What was that? A box? I saw that. Oh, we're full up on medical herbs. Well, that's that. We saved the weird town. And webcam. And energy drink.
村はどうだった？
Oh yeah, you weren't with us.
まったく言葉にできないくらい素晴らしかったよ。
そいつはよかったな。
ポポルさんのところに戻ろう。神話の森のことを報告に行かないと。
It's a very convenient way to hand wave, not having to explain anything. Or just have Weiss say something sarcastic. I think I appreciate that. Alright, let's check out that weapon I just got. Faith. Considered very light. Oh, it's a katana. Interesting. Uses silver ore and broken antenna, which I have like a trillion of. Alright. Alright, what is this? A sword carried by the world's most loyal servant. Like the loyalty, the sword's blade is straight and true. It's a curved blade, though. I mean, is that implying that the servant wasn't very loyal? There once was a famous poet in a land of the far, far east. Now, in his twilight years, his ability had withered such that he could no longer craft a single stanza of verse. The poor poet spent every moment racked with sorrow for what had been lost, But one day a monk appeared by his side, gently placed a blade in his hand, and imparted the following words. Alright, to continue the story, we gotta level... That's kind of a neat idea. Like, you get to continue these stories, you gotta level the weapon. Let's go... Whoa. Where do I upgrade my stuff again? There. I mean, it's in the same zone. I mean, you get to it through the same things. Whoa. Whatever. Hello. How am I doing? Standard. How about yourself? My double jump. I'll climb this more manually. Oh, what the hell? Happy at long sleep. It's sad the day being gone from waking up at 4 p.m. What time did I wake up? I think I woke up sometime close to that too. Actually. That's why I'm starting the stream so late. Like, it wasn't quite that late, but it was, you know, something in that ballpark. Like a few hours before that. What? Got it. Pretty kid.
お兄ちゃん
Ugh.
武器の強化なら
Let's see if he just sells anything different. Really? Oh wait, how much is silver?
ありが
So let's see what we can upgrade here.
武器の強化ならいつでも
Strength and weapons. Forging. So I can do fate. Really, I can't do anything else? I don't have machine oil anyway, so I'm not gonna bother with that one. Oh, you need 10 scorpion claws. Damn. Alright. I can just buy the iron ore for that. That's fine. I have no idea how you get titanium alloy. I mean, I don't know if it's a case of farming in that stupid area or what, but I never managed to find any, so... Anyway, let's go level this. Faith successfully forged. Now requires elaborate machinery and natural rubber, which I still don't know where you get that. So. 20 iron ore, Jesus.
Okay,
I'm gonna buy 2 iron.
ありが何かご用ですか武器の強化ならいつでも受けたまわりますよ
Rebirth. Now requires large gear and broken battery. Kinds of weird stuff. I don't know what it does.
ありが
What? What? I was already on it. What am I doing? What's the story? Oh yeah, this is the evil person reading it, right? Yes, it won't end so easy. See, this is the part of the blade right here. This part hurts like a real son of a bitch. It's my favorite, which is why I always save it for last. I like to use it after people's voices get too hoarse. You can't tell what they're saying. It's a real fucking hell. Are you ever loud? Mind piping it down there? Going to make my hand slip. Alright, part 2. I imparted the following words. Kill one by this blade for one poem, and two for two in a kind, the likes of which will be more splendid than any this world has ever heard. Clinging to the monk's words, the man waited for the cover of darkness and cut down a man he encountered by the roadside. The following day he wrote the most beautiful poem, instantly reclaiming the fame and prosperity he had lost. Maybe I'll try using this one. I don't know what the light heavy thing, but I'm assuming light is better somehow. Yeah, let's keep the paralysis. Ralph, alright, thanks for joining us. Oh wait, I need to equip it, of course. Looking fancy. Oh, this kid's using it one hand. Stupid idiot. Like, you can use those things one-handed, but it's not optimal. It's too warm for this robe. Rolls and stuff? I mean, to me it doesn't, because I just see inefficiency. Is the thing gonna be up there? No grabbing animation within the wall. Those things have like low starting line. We still haven't found the kid. Keep forgetting to look. You don't want anything? Alright. Man, I haven't found money in the house in a while. Stupid withered plants. I don't have to do anything in town anymore, do I? Oops. Yeah. Oh, right. I keep forgetting about the stupid runaway son quest. Does anyone have any info on
北
that?
平原にはロボット
Whatever, let's go this way. Why do I feel like he's going to be at that one area I haven't gone to yet? The weird mansion thing.
そう、そんな変わった病気が広がっていたの。
はい。奇妙な症状でした。
もう二度と行きたいとは思えぬ村だったな。
お疲れ様。最近遠出ばかりしているようだけど、無理してない？
平気だよ。ヨナの体のことを考えたら立ち止まるわけにはいかないからね。
そう。そう。
何か僕に手伝えることはない？
実は交易用の水路を整備する計画があるの。
What is this? Like, are you sure you're not working too hard? Oh, I see. Well, do you want this other job?
準備が整うのはずっと先になってしまうのだけれど、きっとあなたたちの助けにもなるはずよ。ただその計画が
Capture card is piece of shit. Fuck you, avermedia.com.
心苦しいんだけれど、お願いを聞いてもらえないかしら。
もちろん遠慮せずに言って。
ありがとう。水路の整備をお願いしていた人がここ数日仕事に来ていなくてね。心配だから海岸の町まで様子を見に行ってほしいのよ。家の場所は地図に書き込んでおくわね。いつも赤いカバンを身につけているから行けばわかるはずよ。
うん、わかった。
Alright. Haven't been to that town in a while, actually, so... Fun little excursion, I guess. And then check up on that mansion as well. On our way over. Or it might be that doing this will lead to that, because I think that's the one area that I haven't been able to enter yet. Granted, I haven't checked up on it since like day 2 of streaming or something. Possible I might have been able to access it a while ago. Who knows?
水路か。船であれば今のように走り回らずに済みそうだな。
白は浮いているだけじゃないか。
浮くのにも体力を使うのだぞ。
え、そうなんだ。
なんだその夢を壊されたような顔は。
And on the way through, we can check for some jobs. Although I do want to talk to this guy kind of quickly again. Still the same
こ
thing?
の広場すべてを
Yeah, you've just been talking about that the whole time when you could have actually been turning it into a field. Oh, I wonder if maybe these people up here, like one of them might be the runaway kid or whatever. I don't think I've gone up here since, well, neither of them are wearing a hat, so I don't think that's them. Burp.
彼女のためにもやっぱり
お金なんていらん。
この水門
And the antidote thing's probably handy. Not one of you kids, is it? Well, let's try talking to one of you. Well, you're not a kid. Can I jump off, please? I can. Nice. Oh yeah, you're a merchant. I totally forgot about that. Any new quests? Nothing. Let's get out of here. I thought was an item was merely a chicken. Hold on, we haven't talked to you guys in a million years. Got anything new to say?
南平原の
Just in case.
南平原の隅っこに洋館
Yeah, that's where I'm going to be headed before we go to the town, because it's on the way. See if that giant thing was actually respawned. I haven't seen it in a really long time. Yeah, it's not there. I guess just after a point it stops spawning or something. I wonder if there's lore implications to that. Why'd they kill that? Who knows? What the fuck? Why is it chasing me? Oh yeah, hold on a second. I just remembered something. No. Well, I don't know. Does it matter? Fuck off, I'm trying to test some magic here. That's just a big AoE knockdown. Ordering animals. So I can order, like, regular animals to do shit, or what is that thing saying? Because I haven't really found a use for that yet. Tutorials, all... I know that. Ordering oops, I know that. Is it just going to say, some animals, including escaped ones, can be called to you by selecting... Well, you can try, I guess. Huh. Wait, what the fuck? It works on this board? I tried that in the past. It didn't work. No, whatever. I'm looking for iron specifically, but if it's under a tree, it's probably... Hey, that's rubber. Nice. So it's just probably a super rare drop in this area or something. I'm gonna check to the end because yeah, there can be iron here. What did I tell you? Ah! Alright. Quick side trip to the creepy house. No. Fuck off. I know that. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think I still like the punch the best. I guess that's it for that. Didn't even need to kill them if I didn't, you know. But whatever. Punch, and in some contexts, dark gluttony. You know, there's lots of projectiles on the screen. Seems quite handy. Tell me about. But she's really nice and always says nice things. Well, you're the man we're looking for.
あなたが水路を整備してる人？ポポロさんに言われてきたんですけど。
ああ、もうダメだ。僕の人生は終わりだ。
何か厄介なことに巻き込まれそうだぞ。
もうしろってば。一体何があったんですか？
実は妻が家出したまま帰ってこないんだ。
Another person with this?
もう1週間も音沙汰がなくて、心配で何も手がつかなくて。
Alright, caffeine is gone. All downhill from here.
それは大変だね。なら僕も探すのを手伝うよ。
え？本当かい？
Bet you she's in that creepy mansion.
うん。奥さんの行方に思い当たる場所はないの？
いや、ただ妻はよく酒場で友達と飲んでいたくらいで。
じゃあ僕はその人に話を聞いてみるよ。
そうか、助かる。妻も僕と同じ赤いカバンをつけているから、そのことを話せば通じるはずだよ。
同じカバンを身につけるとは奇妙な夫婦であるな。
いわゆるペアルックってやつだよ。これは結婚記念に買った思い出のカバンなんだ。それなのに僕があんなことをしたせいで妻は。
落ち着いて、すぐに奥さんを見つけてくるから。
Wouldn't it be easier to just tell me what that thing is, as opposed to making me go over here and then telling me later?
妻が家出した理由に心当たりがあるようであったな。
Alright. Hi.
こんにちは。赤いカバンの女の人を探してるんだけど。
なーに？彼女がどうかしたの？
家出したみたいで行き先を聞いてないかな。
あら、あの夫婦また喧嘩したの？懲りないわね。近頃はここに顔を出していないから居場所は知らないな。そうね、釣り具屋に行ってみたらどう？そこの奥さんとよく世間話をしているみたいだから。
わかりました。話を聞きに行ってみます。
あなたよく見ると可愛い顔してるわね。一緒に飲んでいかない？
You're a pedophile.
僕はまだお酒飲めないんだ。ごめんね。
お待たせしました。この
あれだけプレゼントをたくさん送ったのに別。
ほれほれ、今日
But where'd you say he was?
気が変わったの？
ごめんね。
By the hut with the fishing thing, something like that. We'll figure it out in a minute. There's a couple places I want to visit in this town anyway, because it's been a while. Actually, you know what? I may as well know what I'm wandering around, because then if I go there, I can maybe visit along the way. New no, that's not the one. That is not... Oh, I'm not even officially on a quest.
こんにちは。赤いカバンの女の人を見てないかな。
ああ、あの奥さんね。言われてみると近頃見てないわ。
I think they're just regular garden variety seals, but are those supposed to be just painted on there, or are they supposed to look like he's selling a box of fish? Yeah, whatever.
そういえば前に町の外へ出かけるって言ってたような。
町の外。わかった。ありがとうございます。
いらっしゃい。
町の外に行ったとなると見つけるのに骨が折れるな。
魔物に襲われたりしてないといいんだけど。
You got anything for me?
こんなに海が近いのに。
Okay, figured not, because he didn't have a thing over his head. So we need to talk to, well, yeah, let's talk to him first. I was saying I'm going to go over to the eastern half of town, but we can do that later. Oh, no, he wants us to straight up leave. Okay. You don't have anything for us, do you?
僕があんなことさえしなければ、少しでもいいから妻の情報があったら教えてくれ。
Whoa, capture card actually desynced. I remember you.
君が家出した息子？
Oh, no, you're not who I was thinking of. Wait a minute. Are you the guy I did the quest for earlier?
どうしてそれを？
Because you've got a stupid hat on.
家族の人が心配してたよ。どうして家出なんてしたのさ。
何が心配だ。あいつら家業の跡継ぎがいなくなることだけが心配なんだよ。
It's not exactly how he phrased it in Japanese, but,
なるほど、そういう事情であったか。しかし一言くらい言いに行った方がいいのではないか。
分かったよ。でもその前に手伝ってほしいことがあるんだ。この町に来て酒場のマスターのお世話になったんだよ。そのお礼の贈り物をしたいんだ。得意料理を振る舞いたいからしばらく待ってくれないか。材料集めに時間がかかりそうなんだ。
yeah, his dialogue is not like idiot teen speak, like it is in English down there.
材料集めは手伝うから、早く用事を終わらして家族のところに戻ろう。
いつも魚料理ばかりだって聞いてるから、たまには肉料理を食べさせてやりたいんだ。だから羊の肉を5個とヤギの肉を3個頼むよ。僕は調理器具の準備をするから、集まったら直接届けてくれ。材料は酒場のマスターの方に届けてもらえればいい。
彼に頼まれた材料が集まったね。それじゃ私に行こう。
僕は調理器具の準備をするから、集まったら直接届けてくれ。
What, the bar? Whatever. Let's just. I need to check in here real quick. Is he still just like whining about the old lady? Probably, right? Yep.
ああ、ここですか?
Alright, quick save. I think he meant deliver it here. Right? Yeah.
こんにちは。こちらでお世話になった人が料理の準備をしていると思うんだけど。
世話になった人？何のことだい？
騙されたようだな。
ひどいや。はあ、でもとにかく無事だったことだけでも家族の人に連絡しておこう。
Well, I guess I get to keep the ingredients at least. He's not there anymore, I would assume. Oh, and then, yeah, also, like I said, I want to check the lighthouse in a bit, but just take a second. He's not there. Also, this guy who gave me that horrendous request to get him, like, some stupid rare item that I've only seen one of this entire time. I've been up in this part, for sure, right? Back alleys are pretty neat.
昔はこっち
I wonder when that's actually going to turn into a quest. Alright, well, we have one thing to hand in later, and we got one thing to check out over here. Is it here? Yet? Can I go in here yet? Actually, according to the map, it doesn't say. It just says look around somewhere. Well, I'm not seeing anything yet. Nope, not here yet. Off we go. Door opening iframes. What are you doing, lady? Damn it. Kinda is poisoned.
あの魔物、何やら様子がおかしいぞ。
Looks pretty normal to me. Because it's dead now. Oh no, it's the bag.
あの男が身につけていたカバンと瓜二つであるな。おそらく妻のものであろう。
そんな、じゃあ奥さんは魔物に。
周囲にそれらしい気配はない。残念だが遅かったようだな。
Why is this kid so
なんて言え
dumb?
ばいいんだろう。
辛いであろうが真実を告げるしかあるまい。
Like once, you know, Like, oh, you don't get it. It just happened once. Twice? This is a bit of a coincidence. I think this might be, like, it can be iron, so let's... copper. Nuts to that. The world's most hated metal. Oh, frickin', how'd you not drift through that? Damn. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go to the lighthouse. I keep forgetting. In a manner of speaking.
いえ、それが魔物がこれを。
このカバンは間違いない。妻のものだ。
やはりそうであったか。
そんな妻が魔物に。僕があんなことさえしなければ。
Yeah, what'd you do?
家出の原因は何だったのだ。
それは僕が彼女の。
シロ、今はそっとしてあげようよ。
Cutscene?
ただいま。あら、あなた一体どうしたの？
お前魔物に殺されたんじゃ。
Yeah, it's just like the thing in the other town.
何よそれ、何の話？あ、そのカバン拾ってくれたの？よかった。落としちゃったのよね。
本当に無事だったんだ。よかった。よかった。
何？一体どうなってるの
？5 minutes later.
なるほど。このカバンを魔物が持っていたから勘違いしたと。
無事で本当によかったよ。全部僕が悪いんだよね。お前が大切に取っておいたリンゴを僕がこっそり食べたから。
Okay, maybe this is just actually a play on the other quest, where there's something legitimately weird going on, and this I'm not so sure about. This one might just be a joke quest.
本当にごめんね。二度としないから、もう家出なんてしないでくれ。
家出？私はただ実家に帰っていただけよ。
え
？1週間くらい家を空けるって前に言ったじゃない。まさかあなたまた私の言うこと上の空で聞いてたわけ？
おい、我の第六感が今すぐここを立ち去れと告げておるぞ。
I mean, don't we have to actually do something with this guy anyway, so...
それに私のリンゴを食べたってどういうこと？ほんとあなたって最低な男ね。
だったらお前だって結婚記念のカバンを落としたじゃないか。なあ、君も妻の方が悪いって思うだろ？
僕？
Neither of these options are good. What the hell is the "you're both idiots" options? Maybe I should have actually listened to the book and left. I mean, one was an accident. One is just like intentional.
くさんのリンゴを食べちゃうのは良くないことだよね。
すごくお腹が減っていたんだ。妻を探してくれた恩はあるけどひどいよ。
僕変なこと言ったかな。
それにこの前だって僕が大切にしていた切手コレクションを勝手に捨てたよね。
何よ、あなたが部屋を掃除しないから私がしてあげたんじゃない。ねえ、そこのあなたも夫の方が悪いって思うでしょ。
我か。
No, I mean, the wife is clearly in the wrong here. The interesting thing is, like, Japanese says he wasn't cleaning his room, and she just says he was hoarding in English. So it's actually a slight distinction.
コレクションを捨てるなど言語道断であろう。
捨てられるガラクタ同士気が合うみたいね。
ガラクタ。
あなたのそういうところがダメなのよ。
いや、お前よりマシだね。
僕はどうすれば。
もうどうにもならぬ。
ああ、もう。あなたはちゃんとした仕事に就かないし、私はご近所さんヒエラルキーの底辺でヘコヘコしっぱなしよ。
あ、まだ言ってなかったけど、実は新しい仕事に就いたんだ。
え、本当に？おめでとう。なんで早く言ってくれなかったのよ。
ごめん、お前をびっくりさせたくて。
何よもう。さあ、今日はお祝いにリンゴでパイを作りましょう。
I see.
何が起きたのかさっぱりわからぬが、どっと疲れたぞ。
まあ二人が仲直りできたならいいんじゃないのかな。
ここに来た理由が何であったか忘れてしまったぞ。
あ、そうだ、水路の話をしないと。
Kind of weird how the ghost picked up the bag.
してくれて本当にありがとう。
I feel like those answers there didn't actually matter.
そうだ、水路の整備だけど。
This is not a cutscene.
ああ、そうか。君は水路のことで来てたんだね。仲直りもできたし、また水路の整備を頑張るよ。今日はごちそうだ。水路。
夫の仕事が見つかったお祝いにごちそうを作らなきゃ。
Well, that's
なんだ
that.
かひどく疲れたな。
とりあえずポポルさんのところに戻ろう。
Right after I check the lighthouse. What are you doing here?
なあなあ、聞いてくれよ。俺の彼女なんだけどさ。
What is with everyone in this town?
この間食事に誘ったらさ、私を誘いたかったら高級なお店以外ダメって言われたんだよ。
That sounds like a very poor foundation for a relationship, and you should perhaps look elsewhere.
ほう、それはまたわがままだ。
いや、やっぱり彼女は見る目が違うなって思ったよ。一流の女は一流の店にしか入らない。
まあ好みは人それぞれだよね。
やっぱり俺の彼女は一流で最高の女性。
So it's not a quest? You just had to tell me that? Whatever. Apparently that was an important line. Or maybe it was a quest at some point in the past and that NPC has since died or something. I don't know. But let's move on. Which, actually, that reminds me. There hasn't been anything in this thing over here, has it? Yeah, nothing there. Nothing here. Incidentally, I think that one healing tonic or whatever it was like the only one I've ever found. Well, I can always check. Actually, no, I think I found one or two more at some point. Oh, there's healing cell. Oh, wow, I've actually found a whole bunch. Oh, no, I think it was the... No, the recovery potions thing I was thinking of, but I don't think I found it there. This was my first healing cell that I encountered right there. I think. Maybe it was the recovery potion. You know, it doesn't matter. At all. Right, moving on. I feel like if that kid actually did have a quest over there, he'd, maybe it's directing me something, but here's the thing, if it was a quest, I would have been alerted to it by the pub thing, I would think. So. Oh yeah, let's pick up the fertilizer while we're here. If I recall correctly, each thing of wheat is worth quite a bit, so. If we want to make money, it's a way of doing it. Alright, does anyone else have any problems in this town that they want me to solve before I go back? Anyone at all? Those friggin' energy drinks. Let's go to the bathroom now.
あの赤いカバンの夫婦は大変な二人だったな。あれほど言い争っていたのによく関係が続くものだ。
でも仲直りした時の2人はすごく幸せそうだったよ。お互いの気持ちを素直に言い合うことが一緒に暮らすための秘訣なのかも。
もしお前がああなったら我は出ていくがな。
Oh, natural rubber too. Well, that means I can't die here. Hopefully, thing doesn't one-shot me anymore. I don't know. Ooh. I feel like I can actually probably, God, I do so much more damage than I used to. I feel like I'm dealing 10 times the amount of damage I used to when I first killed this guy. Which again gives me the kind of impression I could tank a shot, but obviously if I don't have to find out, I'd rather not find out. Incidentally, when one of these, like, a normal leveled one showed up for an actual quest, I had to use the other clone spell to kill it, so I wonder if that's, like, a thing. Hey Taco, how you doing? What the hell, is he dead? I wonder how many times she had to get hit for that to happen. Oh no, she's up. She just kind of get back up on her own. Huh. I get my charge attack. Weird. There's too many like particle effects around him right now because she keeps shooting. So I'm gonna not do anything for a minute here. He also seems to have just kind of stopped attacking. Whoa! Okay, yeah. I forgot he does that. It's fine because, yeah, we answered the question at least. Do I... Bessie. Ooh. Oh, that's better than... a lot of things I have. Yeah, so I can tank it. We know. Complex machine, nice. That's needed to upgrade several things, if I recall correctly. Not that one, but it was elaborate machine. I know this one requires complex machinery, but it needs something else as well. So, oh, I have two of them now. I think something else I got recently also needs complex machine. Iron ore, large gear, broken battery. Moonrise? No. None of those. Huh. I think I'm just thinking elaborate machinery then. Alright, whatever. Well, if that's the case... Build that, eh? Can I not... What? Why doesn't that work? I need to go to the bathroom. It's really... very difficult to think at the moment. Yeah, okay, I'll fix the word thing in a minute. I need to figure out how to get it on the... I gotta go piss. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Hello, Crate. We're going pretty standard. To, I imagine Nier tomorrow. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. My gut instinct, like, literally right now, tells me Final Fantasy, but I'm not sure. It could really go either way. Oh, I totally forgot I had this thing. So what the hell is Bessie supposed to go on? Oh, I see what it does. It increases the level of the... Turns Paralysis 1 into Paralysis 2. And if I put it on Martial Arts, I don't know what's actually currently on there. Yeah, there we go. Good, okay, we got it. Coach, you're off. Alright, thanks for joining us. Yeah, so something actually just came up. So, unfortunately, I do have to end things. Seems, I mean, it hasn't been the longest stream, but I wasn't going to go too much longer anyway. So, it's a pretty good place to call it here, too. We just kind of did that quest. Now I'm just going to go report. She's probably going to have me go collect something or something dumb like that. So, yeah, that is in fact going to be it for me for the evening. We'll see if I can start a bit earlier. What is tomorrow? Thursday? No, tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, because today was Thursday. Friday comes after Thursday. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed what little stream we had here today. A lot of reading and that weird quest. That was definitely different, so I kind of appreciated that. But just suddenly in the middle of one of these style of RPGs, it's just a text adventure thing. Oh, I guess we can hand this in. Let's just do that.
こんにちは。息子さんは戻ってきました？
いえ、まだ戻ってきていません。
そうですか。実は海岸の町で会ったんですが、逃げられてしまいました。
あ、もしかして何か嘘をつかれませんでした？うちの息子は嘘がうまいんです。すっかり言うのを忘れてました。
そしたらあの料理の話は逃げるための真っ赤な嘘だったんだ。
一度海岸の町に戻ってはどうだ。何か情報があるかもしれんぞ。
そうだね。何か手がかりが見つかるかも。どうしたの？
あの愚かな息子とやらに深く絶望しておったのだ。両親の苦悩も知らず、ふらふらと遊びほうけておるとは嘆かわしい。
シロってたまに村のおじいちゃんみたいなこと言うよね。
おじいちゃんみたいではない。実際に十分な年月を重ねておるわ。
じゃあ何歳なの？
そう言われると半然とせぬな。
忘れっぽいところも村のおじいちゃんみたいだね。
嘘つきよりはマシだ。
I was wondering if there might be more of that one. Nothing. Oh right, yeah. So you just saw the NPC with hand things in there too. So well, I'm just gonna call it here at the save point, right? Let's do that. This is right up the hill. Alright, that is in fact it. Alright. See you guys maybe tomorrow. Again, I still haven't totally decided what I'm doing, but I'm leaning slightly towards Final Fantasy, but we'll see. They're gone.